What up, people? It's your boy, Master Trudy, with another comic review. It's been a while. But I've been busy. But why not start off with a book that has now been around for about 2 months, back at it, coming out with his bi-monthly. Here we have Doomsday Clock, number 5. And we're getting to the photograph. Of course, this is an x-ray of Ozymandias with the cancer tumor in his head. And things are starting to pick up pretty well. Things are starting to come together, and we get a little bit of appearances that should make the next issue all the more fun when we see it in July. So let's hit it. So of course we see that Ozymandias is in the hospital after his encounter with the comedian, when the comedian shot Lex Luthor. So the doctors are examining him, and they're assuming that he is the one who tried to kill Lex Luthor, and because of his costume, they must think that he's a metahuman. So we see that he wakes up, and it's funny because everybody's losing hope in all the superheroes, and except for Superman. He's like, thank God we live in Metropolis. Superman's the only thing you can believe in anymore. Then of course there's no God, but I don't take it personally at all. But anyway, we see that Ozymandias wakes up, and the cops guarding his room hear the flatline, and they think that he's flatlining, and we see that they're freaking out, but then the officer's like, forget it, you can downgrade the 5-alarm fire. What? It's like his senses just came loose, that's all. It's like, I pulled them loose to bring you back in here so I could get the key to my cuffs. So he stole the cuffs, and it's like, now please, sir, take off your uniform. So they think they could take down Ozymandias, stand for a rude awakening. But we see that the whole world is going bonkers. It's like 2 American metahumans, which would be Hawk and Dove, have been detained in St. Petersburg following a terrorist attack that by a Chechen separatist that left 15 dead. Hawk and Dove were arrested by Russia's Rocket Red Brigade and charged with interfering in police business. And then it's like, while Washington, D.C. superhero duo claims Russia's armored police force act recklessly triggering the attackers and escalating the situation, Hawk is no stranger to political drama. The controversial metahuman was embroiled in a gun-running operation in Nicaragua several years ago. Interesting. And then it's like, where's Babastis? It's like, the hell? I think it's that crack roll. A what? So Ozymandias gets his cat, and he breaks out, basically. And we can see that the whole Russia's taking the whole thing seriously, thinking that this is American aggression. And we see that Red Star condemned Hawk and Dove. As we know, he's a Russian hero, and he would come out of retirement to serve his country. And then basically, Ozymandias manages to just get out of the hospital. So he gets in the van. It's like, what are you hissing about? So we just see that we get back to the Daily Planet, and Lois and Perry White are talking, and we see that metahumans assassination attack on Lex Luthor. It's like, you call me Mr. White when you're yelling at me. It's like, I never use the term metahuman. I know, I changed it. Why? It's like, changing things is my job. And Lois is angry because that's not the headline she put. It's like, I realize it's the buzzword of the day, but this man, being a metahuman, hasn't been proven yet. You're playing into the paranoia to sell papers and get clicks, God help me. Look, Lois, he was wearing a goddamn cape, and I needed to cut through all the noise. It's like, but the world's faith in Spandex society is falling apart. You want to change that? Get out there and prove them wrong. So she's all angry, and then she's like talking to Clark, saying, is it too late to ask someone else to be John's godfather? It's like 10 years too late. And Mr. White is not the problem, Lois. We see that, for all those who don't know, my name is Mikhail Arkadin, and unlike my American counterpart Firestorm, I was not created by my government, but transformed by an accident in Ukraine. Thought killed in the Chernobyl disaster, I reconstituted years later as Posar, Russia's most loyal and powerful metahuman. So we see that Russia is bringing apart their own supermen, and we can see that Lois is like, someone's behind all of this, Clark. Behind what? The Superman theory, and I have a feeling I know who. In the wake of Hawk and Dove's careless actions, my country is closing its borders to all foreigners, metahuman and otherwise. So Russia is now becoming more isolationist, and we see we must save our future. And then meanwhile, we go into a thrift store, and then we see Reggie, Rorschach 2.0, with Jane Doe, who freed him from Arkham Asylum in the last issue. And it's like, I can't wear real leather. It's outlaw where I come from. Where do you come from? Oh wait, leather's fake. This is fine. Don't even know real name. So just see, mine not important, but you can call me Saturn Girl. Oh my gosh. Interesting. So here I thought that Saturn Girl was the one that was going to appear in the Terrifics, but actually appears in Doomsday Clock. It's like, you don't know Sally Jupiter by chance, only from what you know, huh? You didn't respect her very much, but her daughter, you thought she was cute. And it's like, what are you doing? And it's like, I can read minds, then don't. Need to explain mission. Why help me? And I say, because I like helping people. Need to find Manhattan. So let's get him. So let's go get him. Any ideas? Oh yes. But we need a great big light. So meanwhile, back in Russia, we see one of the officials like saying, should have any illusion about the possibility of gaining military superiority over Russia. We will never allow this to happen. Together, the people's heroes are capable of destroying any one of America's manufactured metahumans. Intriguing. So we see they have their own Russian Justice League here. These men and women will work alongside Prince Markov and his team of outsiders as our two countries continue to forge an alliance. It's like, where's Donald? Up in his room. He's got his community time privileges taken away on account of him fighting me over the remote. He just had to watch his Nathaniel Desk movies over and over. So we see that Donald has escaped. And he has left the old people's home. And we can see that this man, Donald, has been watching. And we can see that this guy who used to, I guess, be Johnny Thunder is 102 years old. So they're not worried about him leaving the way. It's like wherever he's trying to go, he's not going to get far enough. So we can see all of these old time shows I used to watch into which he was a star. Apparently, what it looks like. So. And we just see we just see him go to a bus station. He's like, where to, pal? The All-American Steel Factory. He's like, excuse me? I mean, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. Next train leaves 3 minutes to midnight. That'll be $79, pal. 70. Well, hold up. First of all, $79? What type of bus trip is this? I'm afraid I don't have that kind of money on me. It's like, yeah, the tough shit, old man. Move aside. You're holding everybody up. But I'm searching for my friend's magic lamp. Alan's lost. But his lamp's here. If I find it, I find the genie. I find my friends. I won't be alone anymore. It's like, yeah. Sir, I need you to move along now. But if someone could please help me. And I say, you don't have enough money to take the train? Take the bus. Okay, so this is a train ride. Okay, thank God. So I was confused right there. So he goes ahead, takes the bus. Meanwhile, we see that Ozymandias has returned to his ship. And we just see him with his cat. It's like, yes, Bubastis, they're gone. Perhaps now John will. And we just see Ozymandias like, you're not him. You must be him. Adrian Veidt. I've read all about you. So Batman meets Ozymandias right here. And we see that there's a dude that's dead. He's been killed, shot in the head, severed limbs. And of course we see that this is the work of Mime and Marionette. So we see the cops come in. He's like, hey, don't move. And it's like, I'm not here for you, so it's best you don't see me. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? So we just see the comedian light up a cigar. It's like, I didn't kill these poor bastards, but I'm looking for the nut jobs that did. So one or two things going to happen now. One, you're going to try to arrest me or shoot me or some shit, and I'm going to have to slit your throats. Or two, you don't see me. Have a nice evening, boys. So they're like, yeah, we don't want that smoke. And so meanwhile, another guy's arm has been cut off. He's like, please don't do that. So the guy's like, oh, shit, Jesus, take the money, take all of it, take your money. Your bills don't have Nixon on them. What? It's like, they're useless. It's like, what are you talking about? We don't want your funny money. We want your boss. It's like, oh, yeah. We want the Joker. His crew tried to hurt us because we were wearing makeup in one of his clubs. Apparently that's a death sentence. He'll have to answer for that. It's like, where is he? I don't know where he is. No one does, but he's got a plan tonight. We're all meeting at the light. It's like, what light? That what? Let me just see the bat signal right there. And meanwhile, back to Ozymandias and Batman. And Batman asks, what do you want in my world? It's like, I don't want any trouble, but it appears that's all you have to offer. We know you're there. Come out with your hands on your head. It's like protesters now in the thousands marching to. So we just see on the radio that protesters are calling the immediate arrest of Batman. Breakout in Arkham earlier, leaving dozens injured and several inmates. Recent allegations against Firestorm. Markovia has closed its borders. Reached a dead end with Jasper Wellington. So we just see the ship come through, and it leaves the carnival where it was parked initially. And then we see that Rorschach has escaped. Like, of course he did. But we have more media contest at the moment. Raven, so we just see the cops taking him down. And then we just see Firestorm actually get on the news responding to the Russian allegation, saying, "Yeah, the name's Firestorm, and I'm a metahuman. You got that part right. But I didn't get my powers from a secret government program. I got my friend from an accident like a ton of my friends did. The Superman theory is total BS, and Posar is an asshole." What? No, I will watch my language. It's like, who cares, Professor? They're calling me a liar. Okay, he's talking to Professor Stein. Oh, Firestorm is one of them. He's like Metamorpho, Man-Bat, Clayface, and me. Living weapons made in the good old US of A. You can't trust any of us, so... We see what seems to be an ISIS video of a terrorist attack getting taken. So this is Jack Ryder, who seems to, if I'm not mistaken, is the Creeper. So we just see missing for 3 months after he was abducted by King Cobra in northern Kondak. The time has come for America's stranglehold on humanity to end. Kali Yuga will cleanse this world of fallen heroes. So we just see, I don't know who cut his head off. So we just see, I hope you recorded that. It's like, serves you right, mother. So we just see, apologize for the graphic nature of the video. We are experiencing technical difficulties. It's like, our reporting on Black Adam will continue shortly after this break. So we just see Gotham is in riots. Everything is going around. It's like, I know all about death and chaos you brought to your world, Mr. Bates. You slaughtered millions, created an illusion that paralyzed the planet, so you could swoop in and save the day. You just see, it's called hero syndrome. It's like, but the panic you've made, the plan you've set into motion, it stops now. Oh, I see. You think I'm responsible for the chaos on your world and in your city. You do realize the protests below are for you. And Lex Luthor's out of surgery and recovering. I've read and seen enough to know you're tripping over your own caves, playing a game of tag while the world around you falls apart. You put these people to hell. Just see. Then Lois's father, Lois is at LexCorp. Just see, General Sam Lane announced the immediate withdrawal of all troops from the Middle East after protesting Karnak against the United States and its supposed role in the Superman theory turned violent. During the protest, an American soldier wearing a Superman armband fired into a crowd, killing an unarmed woman. So we just see things are just going crazy in this world. Yes, see, Miss Lane, Mr. Luthor was seeing, I was saying, just see 40,000 troops stationed throughout the Middle East are already on their way back to American soil. General Slane said, we no longer want to be where we're not wanted. And we just see Lex like, your father has a point. I only wish the men and women running around the costumes thought the same way. Just see, my father and I don't overlap very much when it comes to opinions, political or otherwise. It's like my father and I never saw eye to eye either, Lois. He liked to drink, for example, and lord his power over me and my sister. Power is a dangerous thing when it's in the wrong hands. No, I haven't been in the best mood to talk to reporters, but when you called, well, you know I always make an exception. Did you do something with your hair? And so Lois just basically accuses him, like, what do you have to do with the Superman theory? He's like, me? Come off it, Lex. Your hatred of Superman and his friends is no secret. You've been the loudest voice against metahumans, and naming something as spurious as this after Superman is right up your alley. It's like, it is, yes, that's all very true, but I've got nothing to do with the government's agenda. In fact, I'm against it. The truth is, I've been digging into it myself, which is what made me a target for one of their metahuman assassins. That wasn't my headline. I'm happy to share everything I know about the Superman theory, Lois. You and I can work together on exposing the truth. And we can do that by starting at the top. The top. Yes. You see, I've learned the person who's created these metahumans for the government is themselves a metahuman. I don't know their name, but I do know one thing about them. At some point in time, they were a member of the Justice League. Oh, who indeed? So the bus stops. Hey, be careful out there, Pops. You know this ain't the best neighborhood. So this guy, Donald, has been going around, and he goes back to Pittsburgh. And he goes, and it's like they must have tried to melt it down with the rest of the scrap. It's like, this place is loaded. It's like, we can get some, we can sell this shit, get some cash. Yeah, wait a second, who's that? He's security? Security? Nah, he lost. Maybe he's got something. Yeah, you got something, old man? No, I'm searching for something. I'm looking for my friends. Hey, give me what you got. Give me a wallet before I poke your eyes out. It's like, please leave me alone. So he tries running for help. It's like, we'll give you a 5-second lead. Meanwhile, see, your world is even worse off than it was mine. Look at the sheer number of you that lost in the narrative of good versus bad, wandering aimlessly in the fog of self-righteousness. You're so busy putting these supervillains into prisons with revolving doors, you've ignored the world's real problems. Ooh, Ozymandias is giving that smoke. And now you're all caught in this vicious cycle of entertaining yourselves. Stop it. They're police. You cling to a simplistic morality based on pulp heroes. I wonder, is that why John came here? So yes, John Manhattan. Jesse, to observe the futility of your colorful lives, or did he come in believing he would blend in? It's like, isn't this lively? So marionettes and mime come in. We just see, I hope they have fireworks. I weaned my world off of gasoline and oil. I cured famine and disease. I negotiated nuclear disarmament. So we just get back to Black Adam talking about this. Like, say, earlier yesterday, the mythic champion Black Adam rescued an American journalist from the clutches of King Cobra. For the last month, he has attacked this growing up terrorist group across Kandak. But today, this event took place 450 miles north of Kandak in Syria. In acting outside of Kandak, Black Adam has broken international laws he had previously agreed to. Wait a sec. And now the video message following the attack has surfaced. I say to all metahumans who have been hunted by their own governments or forced to serve, come to Kandak. We will welcome any mutants who seek asylum. Any metahumans that seek asylum. I turned the world upside down. I did whatever I had to save it. And yes, I failed. But what you have tried to do to make this world a better... What have you tried to do to make this world a better place? And we just see Batman fall into the crowd, and we just see the crowd saying, there he is. Like, yeah, we got you, old man. It's like, we got you. So we just see Batman try to get it. And then we see a Green Lantern battery. And then we just see everybody is demanding for Batman's head. And we just see he's found it. And I wonder if he's Alan Scott. Who knows? So anyway, they push off the bat signal. They grab Batman's cape. And both these men are getting simultaneously attacked. So we just see, ooh. And then we just see, it's like, he's begging for more. It's like, shut up, old man. And then, bam, somebody breaks his arm. And we see it's Reggie, Rorschach 2.0. And the old man's like this, Mr. Thunder? It's like, he's, oh, don't worry. They were all going to overdose tonight anyway. Everything evens out. Wow. Saturn Girl is a little bit more dark here. But we just see Marionette and Mama watching the destruction. It's like, oh, this is fun and romantic. And we just see you two. And of course, we get the man himself, the Joker, come in and say, you caused me a little trouble tonight. Hey, boss, I'm monologuing. Just see. But you gotta see this. Just see. Let's see. Tell us. Explain. So it appears that some of Joker's men have captured the Batman. What is Lantern? Let me just see. When men make gods, there is no God. Eugene O'Neill. Pretty nice book. Liked it a lot. I appreciate it very much. The story's moving forward. And there's a lot of good story in just 5 issues. And there are 7 more issues of this. I'm very curious where it's going to go. Making this bi-monthly was a pretty good idea. It allows people to savor and want more. And I do. I give this a good 8.5 out of 10. I recommend it. Grab it. So thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Make sure you're notified. Once again, I do these reviews for you, the people, because I want to discuss good comics and get your views on them. Thank you for watching, and I will endeavor to push out more videos when I can. I got mainly DC books. Today's new comic book day. Peace, y'all.